For the latest Alien and Predator news updates, visit hybridnetworkyt.com. Hey, what's going on guys, Nick here with another theory video, and this one is actually from me recently rewatching Alien vs. Predator from 2004, if you guys remember that one, directed by Paul Anderson, which starred Sanaa Lathan and Lance Henriksen, and it featured, our first crossover on film of the Alien and Predators, in terms of actually appearing together. And this one is going to be basically what I think happened to the Queen after the film, or just a possible chain of events that could have transpired after the events of the film, because I think that, a lot of people have talked about over the years, after watching it, saying that there's a good chance the Queen could have survived her encounter with Scar and Lex, even sinking to the bottom of the Arctic Ocean. And, there's a chance that she survived down there, she just got frozen, or that she actually was able to break the chain and swim to the surface at some point. We just don't really know, because it's left fairly ambiguous in the film. And a lot of people just look at it as like, oh, she died, but you have to take into account the other factors that we've seen in previous Alien films, like even in Aliens, the 1986 film, when Ripley defeats the Queen in that one, she jettisons the Queen out of the Sulaco into the vacuum of space, and we see that the Queen doesn't just die immediately or anything. She's still floating out there, pretty much screaming in space. So we know that Xenomorphs can survive in space. Even in the 1979 film, it was seen that the big shap survived in space. So if it's presumed that Xenomorphs can survive the vacuum of space, then I can see how they could survive under the depths of the Arctic Ocean, even with the water pressure and the freezing temperatures, because I think it's been said that Xenomorphs don't actually need oxygen to survive either. Even with all of her battle scars that she suffered in her fight against Scar and Lex, there is a pretty good chance that she could have survived that encounter and possibly just sunk to the bottom and got frozen in part of the ice, because when we first saw the Queen, she is thawed from ice that the Predators had held her in to use for their hunts, the ritualistic hunt that they partake in with the young bloods. But there's a good chance that she could have just survived again and just got refrozen and is waiting to be thawed out by some future explorers, which personally I could see as happening. I never really thought that she had died at the end of the film. That's why I always kind of thought it was silly that you just sort of see her get dragged down under the water and then that's it. I'm like, well, that really wouldn't kill her. That would just be like a temporary thing. But the main goal of this video was to open up the discussion to you guys, and what do you think really happened to the Queen after the events of AVP? Do you think she just flat out died right then and there, or do you think that she was frozen in time and that someday that Queen from Bouvet Island will come back? As always, thanks again for watching. My name is Nick, and for more on the Alien and Predator universe, subscribe to Hybrid Network.